It has been an enduring belief that nutrition plays a significant role in the state of mental health of an individual. But is this true or not? Recent as well as previous researches have proven that nutrition, or the lack of it, does have effects on how a person's brain functions, his moods and his behaviors. Say for example, a person who has skipped a meal is observably weak, out of focus and irritable. This case worsens when extended to a certain period of time when the person becomes severely moody and indifferent to the demands of his environment, thus showing decreased speed in reaction time. These behaviors occur due to the lack of nutrition supply to the brain. The brain requires high energy and nutrient supply. It comprises, in fact, 20% to 30% of all the energy consumption of the body during rest periods. Thus, any change in diet or nutrition level of the body directly reflects in the mental functioning. Chronic energy deprivation, such as the case of malnourished people, results to the eventual shutting down of the body by decreasing its activities and redirecting all its energy sources towards the systems that require higher energy supply. This results to altered levels of activities, changes in hormonal levels, lessened immune system efficiency and transport of nutrients and oxygen to certain body parts, all of which could directly or indirectly influence mental health. People with extremely low nutrition are more likely to become sad, depressed and emotional as compared with those who have adequate nutrition. Newborn babies and fetuses are also susceptible to brain damage if they are subjected to lack of necessary nutrition. The type and degree of damage is dependent on the severity of malnutrition. Also, malnutrition among babies has proven to produce low level of intelligence, cognitive defects as well as functional abnormalities. Protein, carbohydrates, lipids and vitamins all have individual effects on the brain. Lack of supply of these necessary nutrients result to alterations in the activities of the neurotransmitters, a chemical component in the brain that transmit one nerve impulse from one nerve cell to another. Malfunctioning of the transmitters could influence a person's mood, thinking and even sleep patterns. Additionally, deficient levels of nutrition may result to nerve cell damage that could disrupt cognitive and mental functions. Neurotransmitters are partly made of amino acids, the building block of protein. Tryptophan, for example, makes up the neurotransmitter serotonin. If the required amino acid is lacking, the functions of the neurotransmitter could not be executed, affecting the normal functioning of the brain. In case of deficient protein consumption and failure to supply the necessary amino acid to make serotonin, the body would experience low mood and perhaps aggression. On the other hand, diseases that could cause the buildup of certain amino acids could lead to brain damage, thus affecting the mental health of an individual. Mood regulation could also be associated with the sufficient intake of dietary fats. Some studies have yielded inconclusive results on the correlation between serotonin level and intake of omega-3 fatty acids, a certain type of fat found only in white fish, to stress and symptoms of bipolar disorder, a mood disorder having the representations of both mania and depression. Directly or indirectly, nutrition has an effect on mental health. Changes in the nutritional intake of a person could lead to alterations in the mental health and vice versa. There are different types of supplements that can be used that have been proven. Some people refer to them as smart drugs, however there are several different over-the-counter types that have been proven to help memory, which in my opinion would enhance brain health in your terms. I don't know exactly what you're trying to obtain, or should I say for what reason you want to take a supplement for your mind other than health reasons. If there's a specific reason, I may be able to have a different, detailed and informative answer for you, but many of these compounds are very well marketed and easy to find at your local grocery store and or pharmacy drugstore type establishment. Now, if supplements aren't being used, basically your brain is just like a muscle. If you exercise it, it's going to work better and be more efficient for you. However, if you don't, you're not going to be very stupid, or should I say not able to do simple tasks. However, it may take you longer to answer certain questions, or it could cause memory problems, but that is in a hypothetical situation and doesn't necessarily mean that will happen to you. But memorization games are very good types of forms of games that you can play with time limits or anything you may choose that you think would challenge you or make it harder for you to say answer a question or something of that nature, but they are very, very beneficial. There are websites that actually have and are made and designed to exercise the brain, so to speak, and they do work, and some of them are very amazing. The techniques, if you research it on the internet, there are legitimate ways and some different games that you can simply play at home or on your phone that will help with the memory. And as well as if you go back to thinking when you were in school and they were teaching you, say for instance, vocabulary, there are many different ways to expand your vocabulary, which will present yourself in a better manner, so to speak. To many people, say if you were having a job interview and you were very well spoken, that's a positive for you. I know this isn't very detailed, these are basically just general ideas. However, unfortunately, and this is not your fault at all, it's my fault, I'm just about to walk into work, so if possible you can message me privately and I will give you a more detailed answer and a lot more information, or you can simply ask the question again, or I will just get back to you with a reply as soon as I can. My apologies for this, I was actually called in unexpectedly. However, I hope the little bit of information that was given in this response you find beneficial, and I hope that it helped answer your question. Stay safe and healthy in these uncertain times, and might I say that was a very, very intelligent question to ask. There's not a lot of people that are willing or even think about exercising their brains. Most people want to exercise their bodies, and there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. However, exercising your brain will get you a lot further in life than simply exercising your body. I'm not taking sides in it, but it is the reality of it. Stay safe and healthy, and remember, your mind and body is stronger than you think it is.